Welcome back again for another episode here on A Chef and Good Time. Today we're talking soup. Another soup. Broccoli cheddar soup. Absolutely one of my favorites. So the nice thing about this soup is that I'm making it at work. So I have a blender. And I'm sorry for the people that if you don't have a blender at home, then this one's not going to be for you. Only because of the way that I'm going to make it. But I got my ingredients in front of me here. Got some celery, carrot, an onion, the almighty broccoli. So, like I had said in a past episode, I like to use these stems when I'm making broccoli cheddar soup. And I like my broccoli cheddar soup to be kind of chunky and have chunks in it. So what I'll do is I'll actually take this part, and we're going to take all of this stuff, we're going to throw it into the pot, and then that's going to make more of like the base for it. And then I'm going to take these tops and I'm going to cut them up. So then once all this part is in the pot for a good while, probably a good hour just simmering away with some milk, then we're going to come back, blend it till it's nice and silky smooth, throw it back on the burner, and then at that point I'm going to go ahead and toss in my broccoli florets that I'll have cut up, which you'll get to see, and they'll kind of cook for about another half hour. So you're gonna get all of that flavor from the base that you make, and then you got your chunks from the nice little, broccoli florets, and you're not wasting so much of the broccoli. So first things first, I'm gonna get all this stuff chopped up and put in the pan. So, okay guys, got everything done here. Again, the nice part about me having a blender at work is you can see that I just kind of rough chopped everything and threw it in here. Also threw in a tablespoon of garlic. And then here's our tops. I know it looks like way more than what was there. That's just the magic of camera. It happens. So, like I said, everything's nice and just chunked up in here. This is going to make basically our broccoli stock or soup base. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover it with some milk, about halfway. That's a lot more. I'm gonna take this over and we're gonna throw it on the burner and get it going. So it's just gonna sit over here and cook and make all these flavors get nice and wonderful. And once that gets done, then we will blend it. Don't forget salt, pepper. So the biggest thing is, if you don't have a blender at home, you can still use all the same things that I'm using in it. You just have to small dice your onion, your carrots, your celery, and then what you're gonna do is you'll saute those first, then throw in, I wouldn't use the broccoli stems at this point, unless you chop them up really small. So go ahead and chop up some of your broccoli, throw that in, you'll saute that, and then you'll add, I would say, for home use, probably a good quart of milk, maybe a quart of cream, and then let that reduce. So not all hope is lost on that. This one's just going to be a little bit richer because I have the power of the blender. So let that go for an hour and I'll catch back up with you guys. All right guys, came over to check. It's been about an hour, a little bit over. So our vegetables are nice and tender. We're gonna take them over to our blender. Oh, it's kind of heavy one-handed. We have this beautiful, beautiful Vitamix. It's going to just do some work for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this blended, put it into our other pot. We'll take a look at it. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and taste it here. Not bad. Toss in our broccoli. Just get this nice and mixed up here. I'm gonna throw just a touch more salt and pepper. I'm gonna get that back on the heat. I'm gonna let that go for about 30 minutes, and then we'll come back. At that point, probably gonna add my cheddar right at the end, and again, that's gonna give us some salt content as well from the cheese. So, and the flavor that's missing, just that little bit more. So we'll let this go for 30 minutes, come back and see what it looks like. Guys, coming back over to check on the soup. Just turn it down, it was bubbling pretty good there. So, again, I've tasted it. My broccoli's cooked really nice. And now I want to add my cheese. That's a whole quart. Whoops. Shh, don't tell anyone. So, I'm gonna mix this in. Just let it melt. Probably another good 5 minutes on the stove. I'm gonna taste it, see if it needs any more salt and pepper. And that's it. Just kind of finish the seasonings from there. So, like I said, I'm gonna let that go. If you have any questions, if you wanna, I mean, obviously the scale that I'm doing it on is for a restaurant to feed multiple people. So mine are a little bit off, which is why I'm not giving you all like the exact amounts of what I'm doing. So if you need some help with the recipe, if you're trying to make this at home and you're wondering, hey, how much do I need for, you know, just this amount, go ahead, drop a comment below, send me a message, let me know. Be more than glad to help. So as always, hope everyone has a wonderful day. I hope everyone had a chef and good time, and we'll see you around for the next episode. Thanks, guys.